Hey, what's up guys? Sean here, back with another video. In this week's video, we are camping in the Osceola National Forest at Hog Pen Landing, to be specific. I wanted to camp at Ocean Pond Campground, but it was just packed with people, and that's a no-go for me. The issue is we have a possible storm rolling in. I think it's about a 65% chance of rain. So, what's new, right? We need to get this camp set up and get everything ready just in case the storm rolls in. Let's get it. Okay, so currently we have the place to ourselves now. I don't know if this place will pack up later on this evening or not, but I hope not. It seems to be pretty quiet right now. So I decided to bring my old pack. This is a military surplus pack. It's a Russian pack. I just like to bring this thing out every now and then and use it. It's fun, you know. It's kind of old school. So, but I'm going to show you kind of what I brought a little bit. I've got my little ditty bag with all my string and everything that I might need in there. Got my DD hammock tarp, Sea to Summit towel in case it does rain, poop bag with my shovel in it, my new E-Trawl hammock, which I'm really enjoying that thing. Some bug spray, which I'm gonna have to put some on here pretty quick because the mosquitoes and yellow flies are pretty bad right now. So I've got my water kit, even though I did bring water with me just in case. But inside this water kit, I've also got my fire kit, and so I just packed those together because it would be just tight together inside the pack. My little first aid kit, simple. And then my great big USGI overquilt. Probably won't need it tonight. It's only going to get down to like 72 or 73 tonight. So I probably won't need it, but I've got it in case I do need it. And that's about it. Oh, nope. I've got my pack with my cutting board and my grill in it. I do have my little stainless steel water bottle here on the side of it if I decide I need to boil some water, like coffee. So we need to get this camp set up though, and we're gonna have to scavenge around here and try to find some wood, which might be hard to do, but we got to do it. We got to find some dry wood so we can cook dinner with tonight and have some stuff for breakfast in the morning. So I think we need to get on the ball and get that stuff done. The very first thing I need to do before I get started with any of that is put my bushcraft knife on, made by Pine Ridge Forge. Check him out on Instagram. He's got some beautiful pictures, makes some really beautiful stuff, and he makes more than just knives. He makes like cook sets and fire steels and all that, or flint and steel strikers, I mean. Really nice stuff, so check him out. It's Pine Ridge Forge. I'll link it in the description below. Okay, so just wanted to show you something real quick. My tarp string on this end of the tarp is a little bit short, and it's a perfect time to show you this. I keep these little hanks of paracord in my string bag. They're about 6 foot long. They're easy to connect together if you have to have a longer piece, and then it makes it really easy to just grab one of these little pieces and add a piece to that tie out. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that real quick with a couple of lark's heads. Very simple. Okay, so really simple. I got a lark's head on each one of those pieces of string. So all you're going to do is take the piece you're adding, you're going to slide over this lark's head, or put this lark's head inside that one, depending on how you want to say it. So we're going to put this one inside that one, pull our string up. See that? Now we're going to take the tag end of the extra piece we're adding. We're going to go through this lark's head. Hope you can see this. I'm not good at this stuff. We're going to go down through that lark's head and just pull that slack out. And just like that, you got them hooked together, and they're super simple to pull back apart when you're done. Just like that. And just like that, we got it all set up. Now you can see I've kind of got it in porch mode a little bit here, where if it rained or started raining hard, the hammock would get wet. Well, that's why I've got those carabiners on the end. It's plumb simple to just unhook those. I can slide it over a little bit, restake it out, and it'll be a simple change. So right now, I'd like to have the air be able to breathe in and out of it if I decide I want to lay down for a little while. But if the storm does come in, it'll be a quick change. Handy little piece of information. When you get done doing your whole setup, pick one of your bags, put all your stuff from your tarps and hammock in that one bag. And that way, when you get done camping and get ready to pack back up, you won't have to hunt these bags down. They're all together. All right, so I think we're gonna head down and take the silky saw to start with and go try to find us some firewood. Now, I've been holding out on you a little bit because this is a drive-up site here, which is really nice. You can drive right up here to the campsite. I do have some extra gear in the vehicle that I brought with me. I got my little cold steel trail boss with me, my Gone Boy, and some stuff to cook with, and so I kind of held out on you that, but that's just kind of extra stuff. That's not my actual just camping equipment, so it is what it is, you know what I mean. Let's go see if we can find some firewood. Might be kind of tough because this place was recently literally flooded. All the campsites were flooded out. It's just recently opened back up, and everything stays pretty picked over here. Bugs are getting noisy. So we're gonna walk around, see what we can find. If we have to, we'll hop in the Jeep and run down the road. There's a few places down there they've been clear cutting, and there's some scraps laying around down there that would be easy to gather if they're dry. So let's walk around here, see what we can find, and then we'll make a plan from there. Okay, so I kind of feel bad saying this because I know most of you already know it. But for those of you who are fairly new to camping, new to fire building and stuff like that, this wood right here on the ground, it may look like the mother lode, but I'm gonna tell you something. Most of the stuff you find on the ground is damp. It doesn't matter. It's probably damp. If it's laying directly on the dirt or on the ground, just pass it by. Find something that's dead standing or something that is leaning or something like that. The stuff that you find on the ground here is just going to be a source of aggravation for you, so just pass it up. Now, this is what I'm talking about right here. Some dead standing wood, very dry, really hard. That'll be a good piece of wood to get us a good bit of firewood out of. Okay, so just as I expected, everything around the campsite was pretty well picked up or wet, so we had to go a little further afield to find some wood. and I found what I could find, and it'll just have to do for tonight. Okay, so I got the wood gathered up, and I really need to get it processed, but I'm hungry. Really only had a little bit of something for breakfast this morning, because I've been struggling the last couple of days with my stomach. I've been scared to kind of eat anything because I never know what's going to mess up my stomach. So if you can hear this in the background, I'm right here on the lake, and there's a jet ski deciding to go by right now when I'm making my video. That's okay though. Beautiful place here. But so I got my Dr. Pepper here, and me and the doc's gonna sit here and eat some lunch. Show you what I brought. Okay, so I got my big food bag here. In my food bag I've got my coffee pot and all that stuff. A little something for later. So this trip I've tried to be a little more organized with my food, and that's something that I'm trying to learn to do, is portion everything out in individual meals. That way I don't kind of end up having to go through and pick everything apart to find what I want to eat. So I've got breakfast for tomorrow packed up, and that's just my coffee and some maple and brown sugar oatmeal. So that's breakfast. But for lunch today, I did something a little different. Now I've got my little pot here to make dinner, or to eat dinner with tonight. Don't know if I'm really going to need this pot for making dinner. I don't think so actually, but I've got it to use as a bowl if I want to eat dinner out of it. But for lunch today, I just brought some spicy Thai chili bumblebee tuna and some crackers. Just some little crackers. So just a simple lunch. Like I said, I'm trying to be careful not to put too much on my stomach, because it seems like that's the problem. If I eat a little more than I should eat, it tears my stomach up. So I think I'll sit here and eat some lunch, and it's clouding up, so I might have to eat lunch pretty quick and get this wood sorted out, or it might end up being wet wood too. So that's the first time I've had this type, and actually it's kind of cool. It comes with its own little spork. I didn't know that. That looks good, huh? Very good. It's kind of sweet tasting, but it definitely has some chili in it. Whew. So I wanted to show you these too. I don't remember if I've shown these before or not, but I found these at the Dollar General. And they're freeze-dried snacks, and they're actually really good. They're $1 a bag for these freeze-dried snacks, which I know if you have a freeze dryer, you can do it for a lot cheaper once you pay for the freeze dryer. But anyway, I really enjoy these little freeze-dried snacks. This is strawberry bananas, and super simple, super light, and you don't have to worry about them going bad. So just a little pro tip for you: freeze dried snacks if you can get them. That was a pretty good lunch. But I got to tighten up and get this little bit of wood back here prepped up so I can have it ready and keep it dry for dinner tonight. So all I can do now is get that silky saw out and get to processing firewood. Let's go. Okay, I got some of this firewood bucked up enough to get me started tonight, and I won't need a whole bunch for my fire because I'm not really burning a fire to keep warm. I'm just cooking with it, and actually I'll put some of this green stuff around on it a little bit later and kind of run some of the mosquitoes off, I think. But right now I'm just kind of playing around with my little knife here, making some little shavings, and make tiny little feather sticks like that to kind of help get the fire going later. Just playing around. That's the thing, I didn't really have a project that I wanted to do out here this weekend. I more or less wanted to just come out and relax and enjoy myself, and so I'm just chilling out here. I got a good dinner that I want to make. Tonight for dinner I'm going to make some beef and broccoli. I bought a tiny little cast iron wok a while ago, and I think we're going to break that thing out and make some beef and broccoli. I hate to jinx myself, but so far so good. That's all I'm going to say. So far so good. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. So I noticed that the breeze started rolling in and the temperature started changing. The temperature starting to drop, and I couldn't help but notice that looks like we got some rain coming across the lake. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this stuff squared away and get my hammock battened down where it's not gonna get wet, and get prepped for this storm coming. That's what you gotta do. Well, I don't want to be too optimistic, but fingers crossed, it seems like the storm is kind of outskirting us. So I got everything kind of battened down here. I went ahead and got the wood put away in the Jeep. I thought since I've got it there's no sense in just leaving my wood out here and taking a chance on it getting messed up and not being able to use it for dinner. So I went ahead and put it away, and just been out here messing around a little bit. I went and found some tinder. I found me some old man's beard to use to get my fire started tonight. I wanted to show you something though. Now this is a piece of just some oak that I found out here, and got it cut up. I say oak, I think it's oak, but then again, I don't know, because it split pretty easy. It looked like oak on the outside, and I'm not that good with tree identification, so it could be something else, I don't know. But when you're making shavings for building your fire, getting your fire started, the back side of this silky saw right here is actually very sharp, and you can actually use the back side of that silky saw to run down that piece of wood, and it actually will do a fairly decent job of getting you some shavings going. I don't know if you can see that. Now it's just a little bit, I just started, but it'll do a really fairly decent job of getting you some shaving started. And just that silky saw right there will help you get a fire started in that way. You see that? And that right there will take a spark really, really easy. So just another tip for you. So a while back I told you guys that I wanted to build me a kind of traditional kit. That's why I got that pack. It looks real traditional. And my buddy Boomer and his wife Debbie, super nice people, great friends, and they bought me something to go with my kit. I want to show you guys. And they found this thing at an antique store, and I thought it was awesome, and I want to try it out tonight. I've had this thing for a little while, and I really haven't done a whole lot with it yet. But look at this lantern. How cool is that thing, huh? So the door opens up on it like that, and you put a candle inside it. So this evening we're gonna put a candle in this thing and see how well it works, and I'm really, really excited about that. Still holding out, fingers crossed.
Where the hobbit and the dwarfs were having supper waged on by Beorn's wonderful animals as they had been all day. Of Beorn they had seen and heard nothing since the night before, and they were getting puzzled.
I think I'm out of luck, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm out of luck. Yep. I can feel that storm coming on across the lake now. We couldn't get that lucky, could we? Well, better hunker down. Boy, I am glad that I have the Jeep here, because that storm got bad. That lightning was popping and the wind was blowing. It got bad. Now I've got a lake under my hammock, so that should be fun. Fingers crossed it kind of runs off before I have to go to bed. Ran through the storm, got my feet all wet. Oh well, the joys of camping in Florida. Man, this sucks. It was going so good. Another line of storms coming across there. So I've been hunkered down in the Jeep for, good gracious, these yellow flies are getting bad. Been hunkered down in the Jeep for about a little over an hour, and it's just a steady rain, just a steady rain. Well, I hate to say it, but I think I'm gonna pull the plug on this. If you look at the radar, you can see that right there in that little center section, that's where I'm at, and that's clearing up right this second, but there's a huge band coming, and that means I'm not gonna be able to cook my dinner. I'll have to swim to my hammock, and there's just no sense in it. Sometimes you just got to know when to say when and pull the plug. I hate to be that guy that just chickens out and runs, but there's no sense in just being out here and being miserable. I love to hammock camp as much as anybody else, but you know, that storm, it's a bad storm coming, and yeah, I can hunker down inside the Jeep again, but that's no fun. It's hot as hell on that thing. And you know, I've had a good day out here just enjoying myself, and I guess I need to just make the smart call and go ahead and pack up while I've got a little bit of a break. I know it's disappointing, but I don't know, I think it's the safest, best thing to do. And again, I just, you know, there's no point in being out here and just being miserable just for the sake of making the video. I love making these videos for you guys, but it's not worth being out here in a thunderstorm like that. Not when I have the option to just pack up and go ahead and go. If it was gonna clear up and be fine the rest of the night, I would be fine. Or even some small rain would be fine. But a big storm like that coming through, knowing what I went through earlier, I don't think it's worth it. I apologize, man. I hate it. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and keep making excuses for you. It's just time to go ahead and call it and know when to call it. Well, I made it home, guys. You know, I'm not gonna act like I'm not disappointed. I'm definitely disappointed. Things just didn't go the way I wanted it to. But that's the way it goes sometimes, you know. It was just gonna be more and more aggravating, and it would have ended up being miserable. And, you know, that just takes all the fun out of it. That place just literally went down from being flooded out. And I thought I could make it through today, no problem, but as soon as that rain started coming, that ground was already saturated and it started turning back into a lake. Under the hammock there, it was just flooded out, and it was just going to be miserable. I was either going to be stuck in the hammock or stuck in the Jeep, so I decided to pull the plug and come on home. And, you know, it is what it is. It sucks, but it happens sometimes. So, but right now I'm hungry. I told you guys I was going to make beef and broccoli with my little wok. So let's go in here and make us some beef and broccoli for dinner and enjoy it. What do you know? Raining again. This looks so good. It turned out perfect. And this was just going to be a simple beef and broccoli over the fire. And that would have been really cool, but doesn't matter. I've got it here. And see how it tastes. Well, get the beef back on there. Oh yeah, that's really, really good. That P.F. Chang's beef and broccoli sauce was like $2.50 or something. This is a really, really good, easy little dinner to make, and it would have been a really cool dinner to make by the fire. It is what it is. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I know it didn't turn out how we wanted it to, but it goes that way sometimes. If you did like what you seen anyway, and you're willing to do it anyway, hit that thumbs up button for me. It really helps me out. If you haven't, and this didn't deter you, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Those of you who are subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed, because I keep seeing my subscriber count go up and down, and sometimes that means that YouTube is actually going through and deleting old accounts or accounts they think are old. So if you would, just go back and make sure that you are subscribed, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get notified next time I put out a video. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you next time.